Yes, people! Jim Rat Pack back in the house. Myself, Larry Olabamiwo, and my partner in crime,
Mr. L Rock.
Yeah. And as usual, we're here as actors, professional actors, and Jim Rat's giving you our perspective on everything entertainment, especially movies and TV and everything surrounding that, yeah? So...
Well, sometimes it's not always that entertaining.
Yeah.
We're just informing. It's just so...
But it's still on the entertainment industry, isn't it?
On the industry.
Right. And the reason why we say that is because, obviously, a long-running story that we've been on is the absolute...
atrocities of Vic, Mark...
And Zara Phythian, if you remember her from Doctor Strange, the first Doctor Strange. Yes, so they finally got their sentence today. And Vic has been sentenced to 14 years in jail.
14 years.
And Zara has been sentenced to 8 years in jail. And the judge has said that, as per the UK at the moment, that... the earliest possible release date will be halfway through that sentence. So for Zara, that will be in 4 years' time.
4 years.
And for Vic, that will be in 7 years' time.
If he makes it.
If they both make it. You know,
because they're my world boy.
Well, yeah, in that sense, yeah. But I have to say, and I'll let Leon speak for himself. But I have to say, I was surprised with them sentences. Were you?
Yeah, a little bit. I thought knowing the UK, they might go a bit lighter. Hope they wouldn't. But
yeah.
Glad they didn't.
Glad they didn't, man.
And even so, for me, if that's my daughter at 13, I want 25 years.
Yeah.
Because you've ruined the little girl's life.
Yes.
You know, and that's just the one you've been named for. I'm sure... There's probably someone hiding and just hasn't got the courage.
Well, we're going to get into that. But so this article comes from the Mirror, reputable, somewhat reputable.
But the information's the same everywhere at the moment.
Yeah, so it's the same everywhere. So it says Zara Phythian was jailed for 8 years for the historic sexual abuse of a girl who was aged between 13 and 15, and her husband, Victor Mark, sentenced to 14 years for jointly abusing the same victim, as well as the indecent assault of a second girl. Marvel actress Zara Phythian has been jailed for 8 years for horrific child sex offences. The Doctor Strange star appeared at Nottingham Crown Court for sentencing on Monday after she was found guilty by a jury of the historical sexual abuse of a girl who was aged between 13 and 15. Phythian's husband, Victor Mark, 59, was sentenced to 14 years imprisonment for jointly abusing the same victim, as well as the indecent assault of a second girl. Both will now sign the sex offenders register for life.
For life!
Remember, we were talking about that before. And will be referred to the disclosure and barring service to prevent them working with children ever again. The depraved couple, that's a good word to use. The depraved couple were brought into the dock together for their sentencing on Monday morning after their remand into custody last week following their guilty verdicts. Mark cried as he saw people in the public gallery and paced around the dock in a tracksuit. Phythian took a seat and looked towards her restless husband. She smiled as she waved to someone in the public gallery. Yeah, I get sentenced and you're... The former Hollywood star wore her hair in a messy bun and was dressed in a standard custody-issued grey top and bottoms. Not so glamorous.
Yeah, welcome to the real world.
She had no makeup on and her face was pale and tear-streaked. Passing sentence, Judge Mark Watson told the couple that he believed the start of the sexual abuse of the joint victim had been pre-planned. The judge told Mark of Mavis Avenue, Ravenshead, "I regard you as the driving force behind the abuse. Most people have held and continue to hold you in high esteem. That's due to the positive impact of your work as martial arts instructors, he said. Whilst that may help in mitigation, that is also why you were able to groom and corrupt the victims in this case, and why you got away abusing them for so long. During the sentencing, the judge also said that Phythian's deviance, love this word, was shaped by the influence that Mark had on her from an early age. Somewhat true.
Yes.
The couple who got together near Zara's 20th birthday and later married, we know it was a lot earlier, both vehemently denied the accusations at their trial, but were jointly convicted on 14 charges of sexual activity when the victim was in her early teens. The stuntwoman and martial arts champion, who used her married name of Mark for the court hearing, turned 37 last week, the day before the pair were convicted of carrying out multiple sexual acts on a girl, who they told not to tell anyone.
Happy birthday!
The couple's depraved sex act, they love this word depraved, with the child, now an adult, happened before 4th Dan black belt Phythian hit the big time.
4th Dan?
Yeah, that's a high Dan. She's a master, actually.
Yeah.
When you hit 4th Dan Taekwondo, you're a master. Nottingham-born Zara Phythian of Taurus Close, Mansfield, was spotted in America when she won 4 national title belts in the same tournament before branching off into her film career and achieving worldwide fame with the role of Brunette Zealot in Marvel's Doctor Strange movie. The shamed couple committed their shocking crimes on their victim prior to the actress finding fame. This victim said in a recorded police interview, "I think they saw a vulnerability in me and preyed on that," which is what you were saying.
Yeah.
What happened was her deepest, darkest secret, she told the court in her evidence from behind the curtain in the witness stand. Victor Mark's indecent assaults on the second victim started after she accidentally touched the pervert's legs.
Oh, God.
He touched her I'm laughing because the word pervert is... He touched her leg back on that occasion before things progressed to Victor Mark kissing her on her lips and neck, causing a feeling of confusion, she had told police. He touched her over and under her clothing and kissed her at other times before he had sex with her when she was 16. Ahead of their sentencing, prosecutor Ahmed Hussein, QC, read out brave victim impact statements. On behalf of the first victim, who is concerned in the charges relating to Victor Mark only, for indecent assaults on her, Mr. Hussein said that after having training for safeguarding, she realised every example of grooming applied to her. The second statement was then read out to the court, which detailed the impact on the victim that Mark and Phythian jointly abused. She said in her statement, "You robbed me of my innocence, corrupted my development. You showed you liked a very advanced, naughty side that satisfied your sexual urges," she said. She also spoke about feeling scared and intimidated by them. She decided she did not want to continue to be their puppet. The statement described more about the impact on her health, 2 years of turmoil, and how she realised she was abused. I have become an adult now. It's almost over. I have become an adult now. All the pain, anger, and disgust and shame I felt is now on you, both of you. As she was led away to the cells to begin her 8-year prison sentence, Phythian waved at the public gallery where a woman shouted, "I love you, Zara."
Well,
please, Leon.
Well.
Give us your take on all this shit.
Where do we start?
Yeah, where do we start?
Well, you know, I'm not going to label what they've done and the discuss. That's all done.
Yeah.
But it's, yeah. Well, first of all, they've got their comeuppance. They got what they deserve.
Yeah.
It's just, is it ever long enough?
To be honest, with that sort of thing, it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
Is the sentence ever long enough?
It's not. I think with that sort of thing, it should be life.
Yeah. And you've ruined the life.
Yeah, what? Exactly.
So it's, for me, sometimes it's as bad as taking a life. You know, because you have, robbed her of her innocence, etc., etc. I think she shows no remorse. What is that about? Like, she's stone cold, isn't she?
We heard this from how many people in the comment section?
Yeah, there were people in the comments saying that she was always like that. She was always stone cold.
Exactly. So thank you for... And then also my interaction with her was the exact same.
Stone cold.
Stone cold.
And then there's Victor, who's crying like a baby.
Yeah.
Big old man. What are you crying for?
What are you crying for? You did the crime now at the time.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Bro, you've been doing this for how many years? You was going to get caught in the end. Why are you crying now?
Yeah, I mean.
Big ass man crying.
Man thinks his name's Jimmy Savile up in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Think he's going to get away with it.
Crying. Victor, like, no one ain't crying with you. No one knows. So, I believe the dad was making statements, wasn't he?
Yeah. So, okay. So, you make a good point there. I'm going to read... Because I think we need to speak on this. And it goes to the last bit of this article when it says she waved at the public gallery where a woman shouted, "I love you, Zara." And it was probably a family member, either one of her sisters or a mum, because it was a woman that said it, right? So we're going to read you another article from the Daily Mail where her dad finally speaks to a media outlet. Let me just find that.
But let me just, while he's finding that, let me just say that if somebody I love is convicted of that, you are not getting me screaming out, "I love you."
Right.
It's not going to happen, because that's just, you bang to rights as well. It's not like it's not kind of, she's saying it never happened and there's no evidence and it's just one of those where
plenty of evidence.
There's plenty of evidence.
And they're trying to make it out that there's no evidence. But when you know certain people have got certain things and they don't want people to know they got them, do you know what I mean? And then you make stupid excuses as to why this person knows that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so the fact, you do that and you're part of my family, you're dead to me,
100%.
I can't, there's no comeback.
We're done.
There's no comeback. Mum, dad, cat, son, child, wife, whoever, there's no comeback.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, long story short, whether the dad, where's the mum? Is there a mum?
Yeah, there's a mum.
Okay.
Zara Phythian.
Okay, so we're not hearing much about them, but
No.
The fact of the matter is, where were they? Where were they when this was all going down? And at the end of the day, when they're saying she got together when they were 20?
Yeah, but as I've told you guys, it's a lot sooner than that.
Okay.
It's a lot sooner than that.
All right.
Because remember, I said the dad, Sophie, the sister, told me that the dad was going after him with a shotgun because it happened when she was either 14 or 15. Do you know what I mean? I'm still trying to find this article. Right, so we got the article from the Daily Mail, and it says the headline of the article is "Why I Believe My Daughter, the Hollywood Sex Abuser, Was a Young Victim Too. Distraught father of British actress who starred in Doctor Strange speaks out after she was found guilty of molesting a schoolgirl with her husband." As a father of 4 daughters, Andy Phythian wanted to do everything possible to ensure his girls could look after themselves as they grew up. And so from an early age, the sisters found themselves schooled in martial arts. Zara, the eldest, quickly excelled and had a karate black belt by the age of 14. Having learned everything her local club could teach, she joined an academy in Nottingham run by coach and taekwondo master Victor Mark. Zara quickly became his star pupil, with Mark telling her parents the teenager was so good she could ditch her dreams of university to pursue martial arts full-time. Mr. Phythian came to regard Mark as a friend. When Mark married, he was invited to the wedding alongside with his wife and Zara. That's the first wife.
Right.
So imagine Mr. Phythian's shock when barely 5 years later, his then 19-year-old daughter told him it was not just the sport she had fallen in love with, but her instructor too. "I had no suspicions at all," her father told the Daily Mail. Bollocks. "I could not believe what I was hearing, and to say that I was not a happy man would be an understatement. I felt betrayed by him and very angry." That's why he went after him with a shotgun. Such a reaction was hardly surprising given that Mark was 22 years older than Zara. His wife had recently had their baby, and he was supposed to be Zara's teacher, not her lover. For 2 years, Mr. Phythian and his daughter did not talk until relations thawed to the extent that Mark felt able to ask Mr. Phythian, a joiner, for his daughter's hand in marriage. The pair seemed happy enough, and as the years passed, appeared to have created a successful life together. Yeah, not some kids. Not only did Zara rise to become a Taekwondo world champion, but she managed to turn her passion for martial arts into a successful acting career. Talent spotted at a tournament in the United States, she began to work as a stuntwoman as well as taking part in Guinness World Record attempts on Sky TV. But her big break came when she successfully auditioned for the role of Brunette Zealot in the 2016 Marvel superhero film Doctor Strange, alongside Benedict Cumberbatch and Tilda Swinton. At the time, she was described as enjoying unprecedented personal and professional success, even telling of her ambition to star in a Bond film, which could have happened. She was on that way.
Quite easily.
Today, those dreams of Hollywood fame are consigned to history. On Wednesday, Zara, 37, and her husband were found guilty of grooming and sexually assaulting a 13-year-old girl. The first time it happened, they got the teenager drunk on Captain Morgan rum, and Zara dared the child to perform a sex act on her husband.
Okay. Well, we've
we read all that, so let me see what the dad. Right, so the dad then goes in to say, speaking exclusively to the Daily Mail, barely a day later, it's clear that Zara's father is struggling to come to terms with the events. He says the family expected her to be cleared.
Okay.
After hearing all that, echoing claims made by others in the martial arts community who say Zara had herself been groomed by Mark. And this is him speaking now. Victor groomed Zara as well as his other victims, a former training partner of, it's someone else, of the couple said last week. He used his power and influence as a master of martial arts to dominate and control young girls. Mr. Phythian agrees. We have all got along over the years, but now there are no words for how I feel about him. I have always thought he groomed Zara. You knew he groomed Zara. He got into her mind and messed her head up to control her. For her, martial arts meant everything. He used that to get a hold of her. In my opinion, he should have owned up to grooming Zara, pleaded guilty, and let her walk. In what universe would that have worked? Because he's trying to make out she didn't do anything. Like,
yeah,
get your head out of your ass, mate.
That's like someone convincing you, come, let's murder this person. But because I've convinced you, what, you're innocent.
I don't even think he thought she did it from what he's saying.
Oh, okay. He really has daddy eyes.
Yeah, but he believes the other guy did.
Yeah, I bet.
So how does that work?
Yeah.
Right? I just feel awful about it. Of course, the truth is that any sympathy should be reserved entirely for the couple's victims. Let me just see if there's anything else I can add because it's just too long.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, that and then they got a picture of her when she was 14. Man, she...
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
You just think to yourself, 14, you know, he had his eye on her. Disgusting.
Well, as I said to you, and you know I'm telling the truth, Zolfi, the sister that I dated, said this happened when she was 14 or 15, not 19 as they're claiming.
Yeah.
So the dad knew.
Yeah.
It's not like I always thought he groomed Zara. You knew he groomed Zara. You went after him with a shotgun, and then you left it as that. Instead of going to the police after that, when you didn't catch him, you left it as that. And then there's bullshit. I have to say.
But the thing is, if he's saying he knew at 19, he can't report anything then. From 18, he can't do anything.
But my point is that he knew way before that.
Okay, yeah, I believe he did.
Yeah.
I believe he did. But if he didn't, because I'm thinking to myself, maybe he didn't. Reason being...
He knew. Like I said to you, he went after him with a shotgun.
At what age, though?
When she was 14 or 15.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
When he found out that
right, so that's police. Yeah,
right.
That's police.
So that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So,
okay. I thought this was at 19.
That's why I've got no regard for anything he says.
No.
And so telling me that, I always thought he groomed her. No, you knew he groomed her.
Yeah.
And you did nothing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And then on top of that, you're now trying to say, like, the family thought she should be cleared. After hearing all that evidence, like you said, daddy eyes.
Yeah.
But, you know, like you said, listen, I love my family to death. Let one of them do what this one has been has been convicted of, and you're dead to me. As Leon said,
I'm not coming to the court.
I'm not coming to the court. I'm not supporting you.
No.
It could be anything else, but anything to do with rape or child molesting, we're done. Yeah. We're done.
So the thing is, first of all, he's failed as a father.
Yes.
He's failed because he's actually allowed his daughter to be groomed. And this shouldn't happen. This shouldn't happen. Like, you should be supporting your daughters. You should be there all steps of the way, really. You know, just...
And you're and this is, I mean, we both got kids, but you're a man talking because you have a daughter.
Yeah, and it just won't happen where, you know, you're doing your lesson, it's time to come home. If you're going on trips and this and that, well, I'm coming with you, or mum's coming with you, or you're not, you're a little girl. Until you're 18, you're a little girl, so I'm going with you.
Yes.
You know, and to say that she was uber talented at 14, was she black belt at 14?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Do you know how talented you've got to be to be a black belt at 14? So she's obviously got something, and so has her sisters, etc., etc. So for him to, you know, I said it before, this victim thing. Yes, is she a victim? 100%. She was a victim. She was a victim, but then she made herself a perpetrator.
Yes.
And these things happen all the time. I hate to go into other cases, but every time you hear these things, victims hurt people. Yeah. That's standard. You don't get these perpetrators that don't have, you know, it might be you see a paedophile, big dirty old man, blah blah blah. There was trauma in his life that changed a lot of things.
That's true.
And majority, not all, majority of the time, something happened to them. But it's too late.
Yeah.
That's gone now.
But I always feel there's something already broken in them. Because I've been abused, as you know. And I have no inkling I had any inkling to do that to other children.
But some people are not strong.
No, but I don't even think it's strong. Because here's the thing that we keep hearing. We keep hearing about him, even with the first wife, choosing people who are cold.
Yeah.
It seems like there's a characteristic that he's looking for to say, I can mold you into what I'm.
You're almost like dead inside.
Right. That's a good.
You're almost like dead inside.
Yeah.
You're not really like, because your average, let's say your average 14-year-old, mouth, talking, chatting to everyone. Oh yeah, I think he fancies me, dirty old man. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. But she wasn't that. She was like cold. Together,
I always feel because you are right that something happened to them, trauma happened to them. You're 100% right, but I also feel the ones that perpetrate, as opposed to the ones like me who don't perpetrate, there's something in them already. Do you know what I mean? Like the coldness that we keep hearing about.
Well, we know why is she searching for a father figure, and she's got a dad supposedly. Why?
Good point.
Why?
Because even you mentioned it. You said she's not bad looking.
No.
And yet look who she's ended up with. A guy that's 22 years older than her.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and then she's messaging. Remember, she's having sex with all these other men as well.
So her youth has been disruptive, and he has groomed her. Don't get me wrong. And he's actually. She's a deviant now because he's made things acceptable and normal. Yeah. It's normal. Yeah, you want to have sex with this man, that man. Yeah, I want to watch. Yeah, this is fun. Yeah, you're liberated, blah, blah, blah. I don't hold you down, do I?
Yeah.
Like, it's all normalised.
But that's what I'm saying.
So she's living in that realm now.
And I like that you said it's normalised because I feel like she had that in her already.
Yeah.
And he's made it look normal.
Yeah.
Because we could go to the other two that have been the victims in this. They're not perpetrating this.
Yeah, of course. Do
you see what I'm saying?
Of course.
So this is the point that I like to bring out, and it just shows me because everyone's talking about the first wife, Juliet, being cold as well, and I'm just wondering if she was part of something as well.
Boy,
you know what I mean?
You never know. But the fact of the matter is, she was heading for the top. Her name was going to be in lights.
Bruv, listen, I've always said about Zara that she's not a great actress. She is not.
No.
She's not. But her martial arts skills
She's incredible.
made up for, 100%.
For what you're lacking, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it made up for it. So,
Yeah.
so she was only going to get a certain type of role as opposed to like what we could do because we have actual acting training. But that's fine. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, whatever it takes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, because we had a conversation earlier on about, you know, she even mentioned in that she wants to be in a Bond film. She could have very
Could have
easily
been in a Bond film. She could have been a villain.
She could have been. Yeah.
Because she's a villain now.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure she would have portrayed a villain very well. Method acting on the next level.
Oh man, but yeah, she has completely ruined her life.
Yeah.
Completely ruined her life. You know, we had a conversation earlier about what she might do or how she's going to cope going forward when she gets out of jail.
Yeah, recover.
From
being on the way up there to
yeah,
to that.
Because not everyone can survive that, man.
No.
Not everyone can survive it.
No.
You know?
And people need to realise that you see perpetrators like Vic, they put themselves in them positions on purpose.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They construct their whole life to gain the trust in them.
Yeah.
Like, why do you want to work with children? They want to work with children because of why they want to work with children. They work in the children homes. They do this. They always put their self around them people, you know, around the victims.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's disgusting, and they just get through until they get caught and then it's too late. And then it's too late. But, you know, so Vic, I'm glad you're in tears. Like, you know, you need to know. I'm sure you do know.
Oh,
but
yeah.
You're crying because you got caught.
Yeah. You ain't crying because...
You're not crying because you feel bad.
Yeah, no, because you don't feel bad.
You don't feel bad.
And this is why
You did
I
it for
say...
so long. This is not... I'm not saying it's even all right if you did it 25 years ago. Yeah? But what I'm saying is this is a behaviour that you have practiced your whole life.
Well, this is what...
And now you're crying.
This is what I was going to get to. I've read studies, proper studies done, that say that these sorts of people cannot stop.
No.
Because to them, it's like us being attracted to women. We can't stop that.
No.
It's the same for them.
Yeah.
Like, literally, this is why I think in some states in America, they castrate them. They actually castrate them. These people cannot stop. And that's why there's a certain group out there, and I pray to God this never happens, and at the very least not in our lifetime. But there's a certain group out there that are trying to jump on the LGBT wagon and use that to try and get that legal. I don't even want to mention it.
Okay.
But you know that, innit?
Yeah.
I hope this never happens, but at the very least, I hope it never happens in our lifetime. Because, it's just messed up. But that's why I'm in favour of keeping these people in jail for life, because, like you said, he's been doing it his whole life. He doesn't know any better. And with Zara, it's going to be the same thing. This is why we're going to find out what's when she comes out, we're going to see if she's still got those proclivities. You know what I mean?
But we probably won't.
Well, unless we hear about she's been caught again. You know what I mean?
Well, this is it.
Which she most likely will if she keeps it up. You know what I mean? Because people are wise to this crap now.
Well, she'd be silly too.
Yeah. But we've got some interesting news. And would you like to let one of our viewers know?
Oh, yes. So we were contacted by a gentleman from the Daily Mail.
Yeah, what's his name?
Well, we won't say his name. Let's leave his name.
Okay.
But from the Daily
A
Mail.
reporter from the Daily Mail.
Yeah, and they would like to speak with, what's his name?
Gavin Rickson.
Gavin Rickson.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Gavin, you made a comment
Yeah.
about pictures that you were sent from Zara a while back. And the Daily Mail have actually been listening to our podcast and reading the comments.
Yeah.
So they emailed us and they asked if we had contact details for you and if we could pass them on to them or if we can contact you to pass on the details to them.
Yeah. So, bottom line is, if you email us I will just email you what they send. It's up to you to go from there. You want to talk to them, you talk to them. If you don't,
it's up to you. But obviously there can be some cheddar cheese in it.
Yeah. And we palm, man.
You can buy your son, some stuff, But yeah, listen.
But jokes aside, it's up to you.
Yeah, it's up to you.
It's your story, it's your life.
We're not. We're just messing around.
We're just reporting.
But, yeah, exactly. So please contact. We have our email in the links down below. Mm-hmm. Please email us, and we will forward you the email that this reporter from the Daily Mail sent us, and you can then decide what you want to do. I will say though, because from your comments, you seemed like you were ashamed, and you have nothing to be ashamed of, bro. Like, you were sent pictures. You weren't doing anything wrong. Do you know? Even if you sent pictures back, it doesn't matter. Like, you weren't doing anything illegal. Do you know what I mean?
You're a grown man.
Yeah, you're both grown adults. Yeah. So
how would you know?
Do you know? Yeah. So don't feel any type of way. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you want to make some dough, bro. Do you know what I mean? And spend it on your family. Like, don't feel no type of way. Don't feel ashamed or nothing. Do you know what I mean? Because you ain't done nothing wrong. It's these people that done something wrong. So
money I for make.
You done know.
but yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, please get in touch with us as soon as possible, Gav, and
we'll just send that over to you.
Yeah.
But to be fair, hopefully this is the last. I'm getting a bit tired.
Yeah. I'm getting a bit tired and a bit sick of talking about these two. Although they've got their comeuppance, which is great.
Yeah. And we wanted to just document right from the beginning, the middle, the end. This is the end, unless I don't know. They break out of jail.
Or they get broke up in jail.
Yeah.
And they'll, that's going to get announced. Or they broke someone up in jail. You never know.
But I think they'll be kept.
Yeah, they're going to be segregated. Yeah. As one of our commenters said, they're going to be segregated.
They'll be fine.
Yes, they'll be put on the numbers. And as we know, the nonsense are looked after very well in jail, unfortunately. So,
yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. But, yeah, listen, they've been sentenced. Zara's got 8 years. Vic's got 14 years. Please comment down below and let us know what you think of these sentences. Do you think they're fair? Do you think they're too lenient?
Or do you think they're too much?
I don't even want to hear if you think that's too much. Don't comment. No, please don't.
I want to hear. I want to know who you are.
What are you going to do?
Listen, this is life, innit? Some people think something. I don't live in echo chambers. I want to hear. And then I want to hear why you think that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's it. I always want to hear people's truth.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean? If you think we're talking nonsense, please, you lot are talking nonsense. I want to hear it.
Well,
I know I'm not. But...
Come true then. Come true with your comments. But that will do it for us today.
Yeah, please like the video, share, subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel. We're humble channel trying to grow.
Exactly, and thank you so much for your support, guys. We really
people
appreciate
that have subscribed.
Oh man, especially during this time with this whole story, we really appreciate your support and please.
And remember why we're doing this. Like, the main reason we're doing this is because we don't want it. We don't like it. It's not right. And everybody has to be pointed out, named, shamed instantly.
100%.
Because we're not for 3 years ago, 10 years ago, now. This person did this. Do you know what I mean? As fathers, as like husbands, as partners, this can't go on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And
100%.
and that's boys, girls alike.
Yeah.
You know, so this is the main reason. So some people might think we're just like on a witch hunt. We're not on a witch hunt.
No.
Like,
and it's
we
not
stand for this.
And it's not just about getting subscribers and getting views and whatnot. Because a lot of people I've seen on other videos have said things like that.
Yeah.
When you mention that she's in Doctor Strange, people say, "Oh, but she was only had a bit part in it. She, you're just using that to." Well, no, we're trying to get the message out there to as many people as possible.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
and the reason why is because even initially is because Larry knew the family or knew someone from the family.
Yeah,
so
sister,
it was just like, oh, well, we have a platform. Let's talk about, because we talk about what we know.
Yeah.
If we don't know, then we're not going to talk about it.
Exactly.
You know, we're not going to speculate, but we talk about facts and nothing else really.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, if you're undergoing anything or something's happened to you, we just suggest that you just name and shame and
Please. go to the police, go to your family,
Go to somebody.
Go to someone and report it
go
as
to
soon
somebody.
as possible.
You know what I mean?
Please.
Go to us. We're here.
Yeah, man.
You
Listen.
know what I mean? This is how it is.
We'll help you out, man.
But on
that note,
we're out of here for now.
bye-bye.
All right, peace.